Hey everyone, and welcome. So if you think you have a handle on what electric cars are all about, I want you to get ready for a major reset. Seriously, because 2026 isn't just going to be another year for EVs, it's the year they finally truly grow up. And we are about to break down exactly what that means for the car that's probably sitting in your driveway next.
For years, this has been the big question, right? We've all heard the doubts, maybe even had them ourselves. Am I going to run out of battery in the middle of nowhere? Doesn't it take like all day to charge? And of course, the big one, can I actually afford one of these things? These have been the real honest-to-goodness roadblocks for so many people who were just thinking about making the switch.
Well, get ready because the entire game is officially changing. That whole pioneer phase of electric cars, the era of the early adopters and making compromises, that's pretty much over. The new way of cars showing up in 2026, they are designed from the ground up to solve every single one of those problems. For good. Okay, let's dive into exactly how they're pulling this off.
What we're seeing here isn't just a small update. It's a massive leap from that first-generation tech to really mature second- and third-generation models. This isn't just about squeezing out a few more kilometers of range. We're talking about a fundamental shift in the technology that actually powers these cars.
First things first, let's talk about the biggest ghost in the machine, range anxiety. There are two huge technological breakthroughs that are about to make worrying about your car's battery a complete thing of the past.
Nope, that is not a typo. 1,000 kilometers. That's been the holy grail of EV tech forever, and it's being made possible by something called solid-state batteries. Big names like Toyota and Dongfeng are already testing the first commercial versions, and they promise to completely redefine how far you can go.
But you know what? As incredible as that distance is, that's not even the best part. The real game changer is the charging speed. Getting to 80% in under 10 minutes, that is absolutely revolutionary. It literally makes recharging your car faster than filling up a tank with gas. Oh, and on top of that, these batteries are safer and last way, way longer.
The other huge piece of this puzzle is voltage. See, most cars today run on a 400-volt system. It's fine, but new models coming from folks like Mercedes and Porsche, they're moving to 800-volt systems. The best way to think about it is like you're switching from a garden hose to a fire hose for your battery. It just allows for this ultra-fast charging that is completely game-changing. And this slide just perfectly illustrates what that means in the real world. We are talking about adding 400, maybe even 500 kilometers of range in the time it takes you to walk in, order a coffee, and wait for it. Your car will be ready to hit the road again before you've even finished your drink. That's a whole new level of convenience.
So that's the mind-blowing tech. But now let's get to the really fun part. The cars themselves, and how all this new tech is showing up in models for every single type of driver, from people who want insane performance to those of us who just need a practical car to get around every day.
All right, first, let's start at the very top, the high end. These are the cars that are just pushing the absolute limits of performance, efficiency, and everything we thought was possible with electric power.
I mean, just look at these numbers. They are absolutely staggering. Ferrari is jumping into the game with over 1,000 horsepower, and get this, they're engineering a sound so you don't miss the roar of a V12. That's wild. Meanwhile, BMW's new platform is promising a massive 25% leap in efficiency, giving it up to 800 kilometers of range. The top of the market is getting a serious upgrade.
But honestly, as cool as those dream machines are, this is where the real revolution is happening. For the very first time, we are seeing a flood of brilliant, affordable electric cars that are practical, packed with super clever features, and are genuinely fun to drive.
And here's the crucial part. We are talking about cars priced under 25,000 euros. Some are even getting closer to 20,000. So for the price of a standard gas-powered city car, you are getting amazing technology and design that solves real-world problems.
And these aren't just little gimmicks. They are genuinely smart, useful ideas. Fiat's integrated charging cable? It's brilliant. No more digging through the trunk for a dirty wire. Citroën is putting this high-end suspension in an affordable car just to smooth out bumpy city streets. And Skoda is giving you a family-sized trunk in a compact SUV. It's just smart.
Okay, so let's look beyond just driving, because the 2026 EV is fundamentally different. It's going to interact with your life and with the world in ways that cars just couldn't before.
This right here is called vehicle-to-grid, or VTG, and trust me, it is a huge deal. Cars like the new Renault 5 can basically act as a giant battery for your house, so you can charge it up at night when electricity is cheap, and then you can use that power to run your home during those expensive peak hours. You will actively save money on your utility bills,
your car will pay you back.
And just think about this for a second. Your car is now going to improve long after you've bought it. These new models are essentially computers on wheels, and they get over-the-air updates, just like your smartphone. This means you get new features, better efficiency, improved performance, all downloaded over your Wi-Fi. It means the car you drive off the lot will actually be the worst version of it you'll ever own. It just keeps getting better.
Even the whole definition of premium is changing. It's no longer just about fancy leather and wood trim. The new luxury is sustainability. Interiors are being made from these amazing, innovative materials, like recycled fishing nets, mushrooms, even apple scraps. It all works to drastically lower the vehicle's total carbon footprint.
And even at the affordable end of the market, the core tech is getting a massive boost. We're seeing LFP batteries become standard. They're safer and way more durable. Fast DC charging isn't just for the expensive models anymore, and heat pumps are being included to make sure your range doesn't just vanish when it gets cold outside.
So let's just bring this all together for a second. When you look at all of these advancements, the tech, the price, the features, it becomes so clear that 2026 isn't just another model year. It is a genuine, massive tipping point.
Every single major barrier that has held electric cars back is being systematically dismantled. Range anxiety? Gone. Slow charging? Solved. High costs? Eliminated. And that old, static, dumb car? It's being replaced by a smart, evolving companion.
This isn't just some small incremental update. This is a fundamental revolution in what a car is, what it can do for you, and how it fits into your life. We are talking about a true leap forward for how we get around.
Which, of course, leads us to one final, pretty provocative question. With electric cars becoming this good, this affordable, and this intelligent, are we finally looking at the beginning of the end for the internal combustion engine? Well, that's something to think about. Thanks so much for joining me.